The entertainment publications, the New York and Los Angeles Weekly Times, voted The Yo Show a top 50 show in the entire world. That's right. Tuesdays and Wednesday nights, you know where to go. St. Ricketts with Fire Cannot Burn, www.sricketts.com. Off the self-titled album, St. Ricketts. Out now, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. You know the boys, they've been with us. Over 300 episodes. For now, we turn them down. They're already turned down. I'm going to turn them off. I'm going to say, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, Tuesday night. I know everybody likes the way I say Tuesday night, so let's put a little emphasis on that bad boy. We're already blowing up here in the comment section. JD Wolf is here. He's in the house. Yo! Freedom King Films, big yo. I'm glad you came out to the Key Concert Series. Check out our show. Skull indeed. Work it, dude. Congratulations to the Vikings. Won't last long. Ha! Yo, Steve Higgins is in the house. What is up, Big Steve? A worldwide yo indeed. Jason Rushman in the house. Yo, what's up, Jeff? Just wanted to hop on here and say hi at Duncan. Get it, dude. Get that Duncan. Going to get my house next week. So excited. Congratulations, dude. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. 100% live. Tuesday night. This is The Yo Show. I am your host, Jeff the Shark Perini. And we're going to have a co-host tonight coming up shortly. And, man, we got a show for you tonight. One of my absolute positive favorite bands in the world. Yeah, they're local, but they're one of my favorite bands in the world. 8:30 tonight. The one and only, the Circus Hearts are here. That's right. 8:30 tonight, the Circus Hearts are back. Last time they were awesome. And since then, we got to hang out with the guys and kind of see them in different places and see them perform and get into their music video, which is coming up shortly. You will see. Brent Worrell is in the house. These guys rock here in the Northland. I agree. These guys are a sensational band, and they actually have a terrific show coming up this Sunday. Now, as you know, Jeff's got to find the banners because he's still slow at this. This Sunday, you can catch the Circus Hearts with Whole Damn Affair, Chelly, Reneth Murray, and more. The Velvet Vibes and Vocal Music Fest is at Cannstatters, the great Cannstatters in Northeast Philadelphia, 9130 Academy Road. From 2 to 8, there's going to be vendors. There's going to be music. There's going to be food. There's going to be all kind of great stuff. And you can catch the Circus Hearts as well as many others at this great affair. I'm very excited for it. The Eagles are off this week. They're playing Monday night, so no Sunday. So don't worry about no Eagles. Don't worry about football. I can't believe I just said that out loud. But come out and see the Circus Hearts. They'll be with us around 8:30 this evening. As you know, usually Jewel Tatey is the co-hostess with the mostest. Jewel has taken a break from us. How long, we don't know. We love you if you're out there. And I've been finding guest co-hosts and people to kind of mesh in with the show. And tonight, this person stepped up and said, how about me? I want to co-host. And I said, absolutely not. No way. Not happening. And then I said, what the hell? I used to call Jewel Tatey the most beautiful face in podcasts and webcasts and broadcasts, but I have to change that tonight. Because tonight I truly have the most beautiful face in all of podcasts, webcasts, broadcasts, life, the pursuit of happiness. Ladies and gentlemen, her first venture on the Yo Show, tonight's guest co-host, Miss Cassie Perini. Cassie, good evening. How are we doing? Oh, can you hear me? You good?
Hey.
How we?
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll. I agree.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Welcome to the show. I know where you're at. You're at the awesome.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're at the awesome Murphy's Bar out there in Levittown. Michael Kennedy, no offense. We still love Humeville. Won't be in to see you soon, bro. But Murphy's gave Cassie the upstairs room, and she wanted to come on. She loves the Circus Hearts. She brought the Circus Hearts to my attention. You're 100% responsible for this awesome band, and we're going to have them on around 8:25, 8:30 this evening. We're going to play a couple of their songs here that you know and love. Everybody's blowing up for Cassie, JD Wolf, and Steve Higgins, and Brent, and one fan there.
What's up, everybody? I'm so excited to be here.
So originally, real quick, the story was Cassie said, you know what, let me wait till 8:30. Come on when the band comes on. Kind of surprise them a little bit. And I'm like, okay, that's great. First of all, let's get rid of a spam we have. Yeah, leave the spam in there. We get spam now. That's how important we are here at the Yo Show. So Cassie, wait till 8:30. Let me pop on and surprise the guys. We'll all come on at the same time. And as the days went on, and she started reading the topics and knowing what I do here and knowing that the audience doesn't want to just look at this face for a half hour, she said, how about I come on from the beginning? And she's here. Welcome. How do you feel? This is your first time ever sitting in the hot seat. Now, she sets a little bit of a bad
Not
connection.
as bad as I thought I was going to feel. Not as... I was really nervous, but I'm not as nervous now.
That's good. Your connection is a little, you would have messed me, said bad connection. The magic of the internet, the magic of life. So you might be on a slight delay, and don't worry, we'll make it work. Ask your questions, and it'll be on delay. Circus Hearts, these guys are super cool. They're fans of Cassie as well, so we're going to make this work, and I'm super excited to get these guys out here. Like I said, the big show coming up should be outstanding. Our dudes from Up 24 in the house. What's up, guys? Had a blast hanging with you with Sweeney's.
Up 24!
Up 24!
What's up, guys?
This past Saturday, Up 24 rocked out another awesome Elena Broca's show, Metal Mania, and they were just fantastic. Up 24, one of our favorite bands out there. Shout out to the dudes. Got a Hey Cassie from Chris Peace from backstage. Great stuff. She's giving out kisses. I'm done. I'm going to lose the show tonight. Cassie's going to take it over. And this will be the last you see of me, probably. She was scared at first. Now she's out there just owning it.
I'm going on tour with the Circus Hearts, babe.
I don't blame you.
Divorce papers ready.
I don't blame you for that either. And you know what? I'll sign them bad boys because they are worth it. We are going to do, we do a top 5 list. And I kind of didn't know where Cassie was going to be, if she was coming on in the beginning or middle, so she's not in the top 5, so I'll do it myself. It's a quick one. And this one, of course, not to bring bad news into a great day, but rest in peace, of course, to the amazing voice actor and actor himself, James Earl Jones, passed away a couple days ago. You remember him, of course, as the voice of Darth Vader and in The Lion King and so many great roles, and a great actor, passed away. So in honor of that, come on out, Cassie. She's out there. She's going on tour. You guys are going to regret that. You'll be sending her home in no time. Right in a big crate. But anyway, our top 5 tonight is top 5 distinctive voices. Voices you know for voiceovers and TV and characters and all that. If you would have a little fun with this one this evening. Rest in peace, Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I didn't even know that one. Yeah, Field of Dreams, Sandlot, great stuff. Yeah, great answers. Field of Dreams, thank you everybody for that. The great James Earl Jones. And top 5 distinctive voices at number 5 is Fran Drescher. Oh, Mr. Sheffield. How can you forget that one? The Nanny. The super hot Fran Drescher. Whoops, my wife's on tonight. I mean, the lovely and talented actress, Miss Fran Drescher. As she makes faces. And remember, you're in a little bit of a lag, so you're freezing. So when you make them nasty,
that bad.
No, not at all. But when you freeze, I can see you making angry faces. Number 4, God, a lot of these are behave indeed. The dogs are not behaving. They're so excited for the Circus Hearts and see mommy on TV. They can't stand it. Number 4, comedian Gilbert Gottfried. You can't. I mean, again, another very distinctive voice that you cannot mistake. Gilbert Gottfried, number 4. Number 3, the man I want to do the biography of the Yo Show whenever we do it, Mr. Morgan Freeman at number 3. I want him to narrate the Yo Show story. Number 3, Morgan Freeman. Number 2, in a world where this man no longer exists. One of the greatest movie promo voices of all time, the great late Don LaFontaine. Nobody sold a movie promo like Dan LaFontaine. Sorry, nobody sold a movie promo like Dan. So great. I miss those in a world things. Great. Number 1, yeah, this was tough. I mean, Star Wars was one of my favorite movies of all time. Mr. James Earl Jones, rest in peace. Much love to one of the greatest voice actors and actors overall of all time. James Earl Jones at number 5. We will rehash the top 5 most distinctive voices. Number 5, Fran Drescher. Number 4, Gilbert Gottfried. Number 3, Morgan Freeman. Number 2, Dan LaFontaine. And number 1, James Earl Jones. Cassie, I know distinctive voice. You said I don't really know who to add. Mine. The Yo Show. Am I correct?
Okay. Jeff
Okay.
Marini. Jimmy Starr
Jeez.
said you're one of the #1 podcasters in the world. So
Yeah, he was on the committee of
right.
the right. He was on the committee of the Los Angeles and New York Weekly
I
Times.
love
he was part
Jimmy.
of. Oh, Jimmy! Shout out to Jimmy, the guy who kind of brought
I
us to
love
this
him. I keep
StreamYard
saying
thing.
we should go to LA and see him. We need to go see him. We need to go
I'm
see
down
him
with
and
that.
Ron. We really should. Let's go. I'm down anytime.
Yeah, they're awesome. Really great. They've been a big help through the road we've been on. And like I said, we had a studio, and then when COVID kicked in, we had to get out of the studio. I'm like, all right, me and Jules scrambled. Like, what do we do? I'm like, you know what? Jimmy has a way where he could see the guest and he could see us. Cassie might have jumped over for a minute to try and reload. A little bit of a tough connection. She's working on it. Seth MacFarlane does great voices, but his actual voice, maybe not as distinct, but a good one nevertheless. Topics, and then not really topics. One quick topic, of course, for everybody out there, and you see the hat, of course. And the Philadelphia Eagles kicked off their season this past Friday night in Brazil. And first of all, the stadium was terrible. The footing was awful, but I guess the Eagles put on proper cleats. Jalen Hurts settled in. Saquon Barkley, sorry Giants fans, we used to be a New York show. We're a Philly show. Saquon Barkley, fantastic in his Eagles debut. Welcome back to Pennsylvania. Saquon Barkley, so happy to have that dude here. And heck, what a game, man. Just a great game by our Eagles. Tough Green Bay Packers team. Jordan Love ended up getting hurt near the end of that game, but a tough team to face. Defense held. Like usual, they kind of, they give up some yards and hold close to the end zone. Great stuff. That Barkley guy is awesome. You're not kidding, dude. I was waiting for him to get healthy and get a good offensive line in front of him. Giants fans, it's funny. You watch the timeline of social media. He stinks. Sorry, Philly. Wait to see how much of a letdown this guy is. And then by the end of the day, it was like, we hate you, Saquon. Kiss dirt. Kick rocks. Whatever the heck it is. We hate you, Saquon. Hey, Hey, the Eagles and Phillies both won that night, and the Phillies got a great win last night in last at bat, a thriller, and tonight they're in action. We love to check the scores. The Phillies and Rays are tied at 4 at the top of the 6th. Rays have a runner on third, 1 out. So, not quite sure what the lineup is on Cassie. Right now it looks like she's trying to reload. Thank you for beating those cheeseheads. Absolutely. You owe us one. You can't unmute your guest. Their mic isn't connected. Okay, so Cassie jumped out to try and reload and see if she can get a little better thing. So I'll take her out for now. But let's play some music. Why not? Just absolutely amazing. Like I said, we were down at Dobbs in Philly a couple years back. My wife met Chris from the Circus Hearts. Started talking to him. And she said, this guy over here says that his band is one of the best bands around. And I laughed. I'm like, sure. What's he going to say? Hey, my band sucks? And she's like, no, listen to some of the music and you have to too. And I did. And right away, I fell in love. And you're going to fall in love too if you haven't heard these guys, if you're watching live, if you're watching on recording, etc. I'll run the scroll down the bottom so you know where to find them. Let's play one from the Circus Hearts. And this video is their video for Baby Bye Bye. And the reason why I'm playing this, you will see a little guest appearance by myself, a little guest appearance by my wife. You'll see Jewel in there a little bit. So yeah, with this one they shot live down in Philly. I was fortunate enough to be there for an amazing show. Baby Bye Bye from their awesome album Stitcher 2, Circus Hearts. Here, live on the Yo Show. Let me take my face out of the picture. Let me take this banner down. Let's get ready to enjoy some music. The song is about 3 minutes and 11 seconds, and we'll be right back shortly here on the Yo Show. Enjoy the Circus Hearts. Baby Bye Bye. Live.
Bye-bye. Baby, bye-bye. You talking that jive. Baby, bye-bye. You keep telling no lies. Baby, bye-bye. Keep your secret. Baby, bye-bye. Bye-bye, baby. Baby, bye-bye. Bye-bye, baby. Baby, bye-bye. Bye-bye, baby. Baby, bye-bye. Bye-bye, baby. Baby, bye-bye. Baby, bye-bye.
Man, you know, I always get emotional. It's just that damn good. And to relive the memories of that awesome night down at the Ruba Club in Philly with the Circus Hearts and Mad Palace also on the bill. And to be there and finally see this band perform live was something else. You know, you heard the hype, you hear the music, and you're like, all right, let's see what it's like on stage. And it was picture perfect. Like, the sound came out amazing, and these guys just absolutely rock. And my wife, got to give her credit. Okay. Love, wait, still in love. Thank you, JD Wolf. I agree, dude. Love me some Circus Hearts. We all do, absolutely. Cassie, let's try again. How we making out? You're muted. You muted your mic. So unmute your mic. How we doing?
Hi. Is that better?
Okay. Yeah, we can hear you. I mean, you're a little delayed,
Right,
but
we're
don't
gonna
worry
try.
about it.
And listen, if the connection's not great, then I'll just say hi to the guys and just, you know, maybe just
All right,
hop
then.
off after that, after I say hi to them. I don't want to mess up the show.
You know what? 300 and some episodes in, and I still get a little nervous. I'm extra nervous tonight because these guys are just that good, and they're that cool,
know.
and we want to do them the best possible justice.
And Chris
And
is such a perfectionist. If I mess this show up, he might never forgive me. And then I won't be able to go on tour with them. So I can't mess up my chances with Chris and Joe and JoJo. Sorry, babe.
Remember, every band needs beer. Every band needs food. So if you go on tour, you could be the errand girl. Everybody needs that stuff. I don't get it here on the Yo Show. I'm home by myself. But I did feed myself some beer.
Girl, have you met your wife?
Well, I know, but I know that you do everything. Like,
girl.
You don't sit still, though. Like, man.
Exactly.
You guys are going to have a great errand girl on your trip.
I am so excited for Sunday. Like, can I just say how excited? I'm so excited.
I'm very excited for it, too. Absolutely awesome. And, again, I want to put the banner up here real quick. It is going to be, and I'm going to run the scroll down the bottom a little bit later, this Sunday, of course, the Circus Hearts, another chance to see them. Whole Damn Affair, Chelly, Reneth Marie, and more. The Velvet Vibes and Vocals Fest at Cannstatters, one of my favorite places. 9130 Academy Road, Philadelphia, from 2 to 8. Food, vendors, music. This goes to show you how much I love the Circus Arts, babe, and you'll agree, and the audience might agree. I'm missing football. Not sitting home watching football all day. I'm going to this. That will tell you something. Yeah, get out of the private chat and get on here. I'm watching it. My wife's got her own little show going on here, but it's great. And
I always do.
My wife is a huge fan of Chris and, of course, JoJo and the rest of the gang, Chris and Sean and just everybody that's a part of this band. It's a very tight lineup. It's a sensational lineup of musicians. They told us their story last time. We'll get a little bit back into the backstory. We're going to talk more about the fest, but some into their backstory. And Cassie and I are going to take turns asking questions. Although Cassie, I think, is asking questions in the private chat. She's got her own little thing going on backstage here.
No, I'm not. We're just
I
shooting
know.
the shit. I'm not asking questions. Don't worry. I'm not stealing babe, I'm not stealing your, what do you call it? Spotlight or
no,
whatever.
It's not my spotlight. It's the artist spotlight, and Chris is going to break your balls anyway. So we're good there. We're good.
Oh, great! I can't wait. Kelly,
I do like you.
If you're out there, I'm really sorry. Just don't be mad at me.
Let's share real quick. Again, you're at the great You're at the Great Murphy's Bar in Levittown. Big shout out to Sean, the manager there, for allowing you to use the big room. And we're actually thinking of trying to get this big room to do some more shows and some live events and such. What are you drinking? I know you're drinking something. What do you got tonight?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Water.
okay.
Oh.
So these are Fredo beers. I call them Fredo beers because they're the Michelob Ultra Lime and Prickly Pear Cactus. They're organic, and Fredo told me about them, and he's bartending tonight.
Shout out
And
to
I'm
Fredo.
not gonna lie, I had an Ange bomb a little bit ago, which is basically
No.
Red Bull and vodka, just to loosen my
Ange-
nerves a little bit.
Shout out to Ange. She is the ultimate shot seductress. You go in there.
Love you, Angela.
We love you, Angel, but you are the shot seductress. You go in there and you find yourself at the Mac machine pulling out $50 bills and just showering her. And another live Yo-Show experience, Brett. We're working on it.
Brianna. Don't forget
Shout
about
out to-
Bree.
Shout out to Bree, of course, one of the newer
My
members
little
of Murphy's.
sister.
She does great.
She's my little sister, and I love her.
It's
And
awesome.
she's going to nursing school right now.
Yeah.
And she's going to have an
bartending
amazing
and nursing
life,
school and being a great mom. And it's a lot. It's awesome. It's absolutely awesome.
pretty much.
So, what do you think? Are you ready for
A great
this?
mom, with a sidekick best aunt.
Okay.
So how could we go wrong?
She promised me this morning, don't worry, hon, I'm not going to keep talking over you and cutting you off. Meanwhile,
All right,
she's
I'm
done about
shutting
30
up. Shutting up.
The magic of live, ladies and gentlemen. This is why we do it live. You can't record and possibly have this kind of great magic. Are you ready for your first ever interview session? Are you ready to chat with the fellas?
I mean, sure, but yeah, sure.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's bring out the reason that we all come here every Tuesday and Wednesday
Now I'm
night.
frozen.
Of course you are. Every Tuesday and Wednesday night, the reason we come out here is for great guests, and we talk a lot of stuff. We talk movies, TV, authors, etc. But music is like our backbone. We love music more than anything here. Kind of like you see from the logo. Like it's just a giant microphone with a Liberty Bell on it. We love our music. We love our musicians. And these guys are one of the very best. I don't even want to say locally. I want to say in the world, because I love their stuff that much. And all their songs and the album and all is just terrific. Yeah, Chris is going to take it easy on you. Thanks, Sean. You know that's going to happen. Let's bring them out. Let's get the guys out here. The Circus Hearts. Everybody's getting it up for Sean. Let's give it up for Sean Flynn, Chris Peace, Chris, and JoJo. Gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the program.
JoJo had to step out. We had a real life situation. So
Is he all right?
JoJo's fine. It's a friend of ours. I'll let you know later.
All right.
So,
Okay.
the one thing I will say though is it's actually World Suicide Prevention Day today. So if you're feeling down, make that phone call and get some help. Okay. Somebody made a phone call today and JoJo had to run out. So
Wonderful.
there are some things in life that are more important than playing music, and that's one of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you for that, Chris. And we mean it here too on the Yo Show, like our site. Hit us up there. Hit me up on my social media if you're out there watching or if you watch recorded. You need an ear? You got something going on? Hit us up, man. We're more than just this great show. As you see, we get out, we party, we meet, we mingle. We're people persons here. So if you need us, come get us. Chris, thanks for that, man. That's really big. And
I don't mean to start the show on a down note, but
it's okay.
In this
real
rock and
life.
roll
It's
world,
real life.
real life happens. So
Yeah,
Absolutely.
real life happens and it's real life. Yeah.
and the other real life thing that's happening right now is our singer had a convention at 4th and Chestnut today.
Oh, wow.
Um,
No. He's
Yes.
stuck.
So he's going to try and jump on, but yeah, he's
What-
downtown and you know what's going
What
on.
happened?
down
I
there
don't really watch the news.
The
Every
the-
street is closed.
Yeah, the debate is in Philly tonight, so
Oh,
you can
God.
imagine the traffic and the
Okay.
scenery. Yeah, so you can imagine
I'll drink to that.
the scene down there. So let's get right into it. I told Cassie she can go first for questions, but the heck with that. I want to do it. I want to go first because I want to talk about this big show this Sunday, the Velvet Vibes and Vocals Music Festival at Cannstatters. Awesome venue. This sounds like an amazing event. Everybody take a little turn. Tell us what we can expect from this amazing festival. You guys will be on stage. Shelly and other great local artists performing. Tell us about it, guys, and what it's all about and what it means. Let's start. I know Chris wants to go, but let's get a little. Let's get Sean's take on it. Sean, what are you thinking, man? What are you expecting from this awesome event?
Well, I'm excited about it because we all like every musician, every band that's on the bill. We either share musicians or we all record at the same place. So it's more of like a communal, I guess like showcase, if you will. We all record at Derek Chafin's Barn Sound Studios. I know that the girls that are in our band that sing backup, they sing backup in the other bands, and then they have their own stuff going on too. So it's going to be very eclectic, and especially being outside and stuff like that in the courtyard and being family friendly and everything like that. I mean, my boys, Declan and Callum, and my wife, Erin, they're all coming to the show. And this is the first time that the boys get to see Daddy as a rock star, so it's pretty, I'm pretty pumped just for that. If they're the only ones that are in the crowd, it's not going to be the case. But if they're the only ones that are in the crowd, that would be fine for me too,
Awesome. Chris Peace. Chris, I know you play keyboard. Sometimes you're a little bit set off to the back, but right now you're up front and center. Tell us a little something about what this awesome festival means to you and how excited are you?
Peace in a corner.
Right?
I have to correct you first. How many instruments do I play in this band, Chris?
Like 70.
What?
I don't know. I guess I'll be covering piano and organ and guitar duties.
And I'm bringing a tuba on Sunday.
Yes.
Oh, there you go. And sousaphone. And what is it? Glockenspiel, maybe.
Glockenspiels, yes.
Wait, Chris
Peace is one of those musicians that pisses off every other musician.
Is Chris Renecco giving out compliments? Wow.
Yeah, I'm a schlub in a band full of musicians. I have to compliment everybody.
He's just a bass player after all. I love you.
So, Chris, I know you play with multiple bands too, and you get to display all these instruments. That's got to be pretty cool, though. No?
Oh yeah, it's a blast. I mean, just as long as I know what I'm doing before I show up, so I can kind of prepare for it. But no, it's a great hang.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Chris likes jamming.
Topic for a second. All I want to say, no. This is good.
Okay.
So you guys, like, your rock and roll is so original. Like, I've never heard more original rock and roll since like Zeppelin, Floyd. You guys, your sound is so original. Like, I don't understand. You should all be, again, it doesn't really matter, but you should all be like on tour, and you should just be living off of your music. So there's definitely something wrong with this world that you're not. That's all.
I think we found our PR person.
Right.
And I already have Chris, but I'm just saying it's the absolute truth. Like, Jeff and I we probably hear, all right, let me be
50
realistic.
bands a week.
Yes, probably.
Probably like 50 to 75 bands a month. That's realistic.
Wow.
Okay. So, I mean, not saying that I am like this connoisseur or whatever, but if I can actually listen to bands now and be like, okay, that drumming doesn't sound right, or that bass doesn't sound, this doesn't sound right, that doesn't sound, and again, like, I'm critiquing, but yet I don't even play an instrument. But I listen to so many musicians play that I kind of feel like I know when I hear something good. Like, I don't care about like the social media and like what 100,000 people are listening to. Like, it's all a bunch of crap. Like, what actually sounds good and what like is being portrayed as good are two different things. So
Yeah.
anyway, all right, I'll stop.
All right.
Sorry.
Thank you. That means a lot,
Thanks
Cassie.
for all
Thank
that.
you.
No, I'm dead serious. You guys are like
So,
literally
Cassie,
one of my faves.
if Cassie's our PR, we want to know if Jeff is going to be the financial backer to send us out on tour.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if you guys want to
Wait, hold on
drive,
one second.
if you guys want to drive around in like a broken down,
Do we not want to
1974
tell
Beetle.
them? Do we not want to tell them, babe, on national live, whatever we are, that
No.
like? Okay, we'll talk about that later.
We will find backers. I'll tell you, once people get to this Cannstatters show and get to hear it, they're going to become big fans. Chris, of course, we've hung out. You've seen bands with me. You critique bands. You got a great ear for it.
I don't critique bands.
Don't critique. So
I
give
do
us your
not
word.
Like me. He's like me. He can tell when somebody sucks and when somebody's good. Like it is what it is.
Give us a little bit of the insight, because I know your ear is always pressed to it. Even when you're like, if you're looking here and the band's here, your ear's still on and you do pick everything up. Give us a little something about what you look for in music, and because obviously your band has it. What do you think that new bands out there should get to know?
New bands, watch other bands, successful bands. I would say that's the main thing. I mean, we didn't invent anything. Everything. Listen, when I was 19, 20 years old, I was in some pretty shitty bands too. But you learn as you go along, and don't think you're great. Learn from other bands. I mean, I'm blessed. I mean, this band has, between Chris and Sean, and I mean, JoJo's a fantastic drummer.
Yes.
Mike Kiker is a great piano player. I mean, everybody in this band is just a professional, so it's almost easy.
And Joe's voice, like, oh my God.
Joe's voice. Well, Joe treats his voice like an instrument. He doesn't.
I love his voice like so much.
You got to hear that guy warming up.
You told me how he warms up. I love it.
Oh, shit. So
him warming up is almost as good as him singing the songs. I mean, it's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's. So I don't know. I mean, listen, I don't critique bands. Everybody's learning, especially, listen, a lot of the bands you guys go to see are younger bands. I mean, they're learning their craft. The guys from Bryn Athyn, I've had multiple talks with them about like, hey, get your amps up off the ground. Like, hey, your guitar doesn't stay in tune for more than 30 seconds. Last time I saw them, he had a brand new Gibson SG. And let me tell you, the whole set, his guitar was in tune. So like these guys they're being creative and they're learning as they go. And that's really what the whole scene depends on.
And talking about Bryn Athyn, Anthony's voice is one of the most like,
he's got a good voice.
His voice is literally like, it's just, when he sings, it's like it takes no effort whatsoever. Like he can, like I watched him at Sweeney's one time, and honestly, Chris, when we went to the Rooster that time and we saw them, they didn't have anybody doing their sound, and it was a little bit like,
they did.
It wasn't sound. Right. But when I saw them at Sweeney's like a month or so before that, and they had somebody doing their sound, and he was up there, they did some originals and some covers, and let me just tell you, like, he literally just like, when you see him sing, it's like, I can't even like really explain it. Like, some people like when they're singing or they're playing the guitar, it's like, sometimes it's like you see them and it's like takes a lot of effort. Like they're like sweating their ass off and they're like, all their veins are popping out of their neck. Right.
Have you ever seen Sean sing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awful. It's terrible.
I'm saying
why
like
keep all the microphones away from me, and I just stay on guitar.
I'm saying like Anthony, when he sings, it's just effortless. Like he could just like lay on the floor and just like belt out like freaking, I don't even know, like probably Queen, something Freddie Mercury would sing. Like his voice is amazing.
Oh, I like that.
Okay.
And that's the magic of being a great musician. Like I said, when I seen you guys perform on stage, everybody is just dead on sync. And even as far as, because you're a bigger
Nobody
band,
beats us.
and everybody's in sync. There's no colliding.
Did you
There's
just call
no
us
tough
fat?
things. Fat?
What?
No, big. Big as
Big
in many numbered bands. Big as in many numbered bands. And like I said, you work the stage nicely where everybody fits in. Everybody's got their spot, and it's really cool. Even though Chris Peace is still slightly in the back.
Chris will
Not only
be,
that.
I was in the front. What do you mean at the Ruba Club? I was like,
Yeah. I was the one that was in the back. I had I was
don't you
worried
remember I was
about running
like-
into somebody.
that stage. What was that stage left? I feel like
Yeah.
I was
Stage left. Okay, you were sorry. I'm trying to put it back into perspective.
we were like
I just-
swapping. Kiker was behind me, and then we would swap.
Yeah, and I only almost knocked you over twice.
Exactly when I hopped.
That's
on.
not bad. That's actually pretty good.
Really in the front.
And I was the star of Baby Bye Bye. Like, I mean,
Oh, yeah,
the
you
video.
were.
Yeah, well,
Oh, you're the star of the video. Yes.
I was
she
like
definitely
Liv Tyler.
is.
I was like Liv Tyler in that Aerosmith video. Crazy.
Nah,
Who's
that's
the girl?
throwback.
Who's the girl from Friends that jumped up on stage with Springsteen and did the dancing?
Oh, Courtney Cox.
Courtney
Yeah.
Cox. we gotta bring Cassie up for Baby Bye Bye and have her dance.
I'm in.
Oh,
And
good
put
lord.
it
I'm
in the
in.
video.
Wait, when you guys see my outfit, I don't know if you're just gonna be like overly excited.
It's got to
I'm
be
not
a
gonna-
surprise.
It's gonna be a surprise.
It's
But
surprising.
I'm saying, I don't know
Definitely
if you're going to be overly excited or if you're just going to cry because it's
Okay,
going to be.
but you know-
I
You
don't think you're gonna cry.
You know this is a kid-friendly event, right?
Oh, it's not an outfit
Yeah.
like that. No, it's.
Okay.
Oh, come on! I'm very tasteful. Please.
She's got like a beautiful red dress on and all tonight. You can't really see it in her camera angle. But she's like, I want to
hold
want to put a dress on, and yeah, she got all dressed up and everything.
I'll try.
Dressed
Hold
in
on.
red for her Circus Hearts, of course.
You're frozen. Oh, there you go.
That looks good.
She had to get that Circus Heart backdrop in there too. She's
Yes,
just
of
loved it.
course.
Bleeding into it.
Right, definitely bleeding into it. So let's talk a little bit about the Philadelphia scene. All you guys, Sean and Chris, and the Philadelphia scene. Of course, Cannstatters is a legendary place. It's been around a long time. Great stage, inside, outside. Sean, any places that you prefer playing, or like playing, or dream of playing in the Philly area, besides Cannstatters?
Yeah, I mean, I always liked the Electric Factory. I never got to play there. I know Hernenko got to play there. I mean, years ago, this is like 05, 04, 05. Peace and JoJo and I were in a band that we played down at Abilene's on South Street. If you remember that place at all.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. There's a name.
Yeah, that was
Throwback.
great. That was one of the I don't know how the sound was or anything like that, but God,
It was
it was
good.
fun. And we would pack it in. And that was always, of all the bars that I had a chance to play, man, I never really got past playing bars until we got to play the Ruba Club. That was like the first like proper event venue that I've been able to play at. But that was, Abilene's, I mean, Peace will tell you that was a blast playing there.
Yeah, it was great. It was a great time.
Chris Peace, any place that really jumps out at you in the Philly area, or anything on your bucket list?
Well, I've played like at XPN, World Cafe.
Oh,
That's
wow.
pretty good.
Oh, that's a
Upstairs
good one.
and downstairs with different iterations of different bands. As far as where I would want to play, I would say probably the Fillmore.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
The Fillmore's. I saw a couple shows there, and yeah, it's great. I mean, it's standing room only, but it's a great venue.
Brooklyn Bowl next door is nice too.
That's a good spot too. Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many different places now that are like music friendly and live band friendly than when I was really playing in the scene, like back in 05 and in 04 and 06 and stuff like that. There's so many more options now. There wasn't nearly as many options back then. I mean, it was, a lot of dive bars with sticky floors,
And no stage. You guys played on the floor, right?
yeah, pretty much.
I don't want
A
to.
lot of places with awesome stages.
Yeah.
Chris, I know. Chris Hernecka, you probably get like annoyed with me because I send you stuff all the time, like just to like
Yes, you do.
I
It's all
do,
good.
but it's in your interest. So
I
anyway,
forwarded
like
all to Chris Peace though.
that's fine. Then I'll
I'm
start
only
sending
kidding.
Chris the stuff. But no,
Just kidding.
what's Jeff? Where's that? What was that called at Bucks County Community College? The Zuck
Z-Lock.
Center.
The Z-Lock. The Z-Lock
Is
or
that
the
what they call it?
Z-Lock. Yeah, it's an
Z-Lock.
entertainment center
Is
at Bucks County.
Their stage is humongous, and like it would be a great place for you guys to play. Chris, I know I sent you that at one point, like I don't know, probably like a year ago or whatever. But
I got it.
It's a nice stage.
I got it all. It's all everything all the venues are all written
It's
down.
all in your head.
Like it's all noted. So, listen, we don't want to be the band that plays like bars like every other weekend. We want to do events, we want to put on our own shows, sell tickets. We're not really interested in, going downtown and playing a bar at midnight on a Friday night. It's just, build your fan base and, see if you can incrementally move up from there.
I like it.
I have no brand.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I was just thinking the Ardmore Music Hall is another place I've played.
Yeah,
I think the Circus Hearts should definitely. I've been trying to get Hernenko to call.
Can I say it, Jeff?
No, I'm going to say it.
All right, you say it. You say it, and I'm pretty sure that Joe, the singer, is Joe from New Jersey by any chance?
Originally.
Yep. Okay.
So I don't want to spoil it. We're working on it, and I don't know exactly how the wheels can go, but our good friend Elena Brokus, of course, and Chris, you've been to her shows. She has great connections with the Landis Theater. We're trying to put together a 3-piece at the Landis Theater featuring you guys and a couple other bands. I just think it would be amazing. It's a nice big theater. It's a great hall. Seats a lot of people. Something like that I would definitely love to see you guys in, because you are... And it makes sense, Chris. You're not a bar band. No offense to any band that plays bars. You're not a bar band. You're a well put together, larger group, a lot of instruments that need stage presence.
And a show. It's a show.
Right. It's not just music playing. It is a show. And all of you, hats off to Chris and Sean, JoJo, and the whole bunch of you. Hats off to you the way you go out and perform. So yeah, we're trying to put things together. There he goes. That's enough of JoJo for tonight. He's getting out of hand. I'm looking at that picture. I'm like, is that actually a picture of JoJo?
I put JoJo I put JoJo on one of my daughter's haircutting heads.
He looks a little like Rob Zombie right there. A little bit.
Yeah, he does.
Actually,
he does.
I thought it was Leon Russell.
You should see. You can't really see it in the picture, but the hat that he has is this huge steampunk top hat with all these gears on it and everything like that.
That's pretty cool. I like that, though. At first, when I seen from backstage, I'm looking at him like, oh, we lost Cassie again. Oh, man. He's got a bad connection there. It's a good place, but a bad connection. Nice big room.
She should be at home sitting right next to you on your lap doing this show.
Well, that's what I said. The only way it's going to work is if you sit right here, because we tried it across the room and all, and the interference was kind of nasty until I get big fancy equipment. So not only am I backing you guys, I need fancy equipment here too. But I'm looking backstage. I'm like, is that a picture of Rob Zombie? And here's Joe.
It's Joe. Well, JoJo had to run out, so I still wanted him to be part of the show.
And we appreciate that. Something, a little piece I got to get from all three of you guys, because I love to ask everybody in the band these kind of questions. A lot of bands nowadays, it's a single. Put out a song and let everybody fall in love with it, and tempt them for another. You guys went right out and put out an album, and you're not shy about it. Chris, you go out and you hand it out. Here's our album. Listen to it, and you give it to everybody. Jackie Bam Bam, of course, raves about it. Great marketing. Were you guys nervous about going full album, or do you think the song-by-song thing is kind of cheating the system a little bit? Let's start with Sean. Sean, what do you think?
Yeah, we didn't. The whole genesis of this was not so much. The whole idea was not really to put together an album. We just had enough songs to put together something, and we weren't in a rush for anything. It was all us. We funded the whole thing, we wanted to make sure that it was done right, you know.
Sure.
And the way it started, where we first recorded, and then we found in Zuena to sing on it, and then that kind of like stepped up the quality level tenfold at least, you know. So then it was like, all right, we got to do this proper, and then we kept, you know, adding things into it, and it just kind of took on a life of its own from there on out. So it was never really a conscious effort on doing, you know, a single here or a single there and kind of wetting the palate a little bit. It was really just about, we wanted to do something for ourselves, and we wanted it to be of high quality so that we could have something that we would be proud of, either handing out to Jackie Bam Bam or for our families or whatever, or just for our own selfish pleasure, you know.
I got my hands on it. I'm afraid to play it because I don't want to ruin it because I'm in love, just in love with the whole thing.
We'll have to get you a second one so you can have one on the wall and one that you can play.
Now you're talking. I like that. That is a great idea. And of course, it's got to be autographed too. So,
$30 on Sunday.
All right. What a deal. I'm telling you, for the greatest album of all time, that's a deal. Chris Peace, I don't know how, I mean, I know you said you played in a lot of bands, a lot of instruments. Are you integral in the album creating part? Like, are you there with the guys putting this together?
I came in a little later. I guess Kiker did the first 3 tracks. Or 4 tracks?
Yeah. There's 6 on the out. Yeah.
Oh, is there 6?
Yeah. You did 2. Kiker did 4.
Yeah, he did 3. It was Baby Bye Bye, Family Tree, and Circus Hearts.
Chris didn't play on Family.
I did Baby Bye Bye.
You're right.
Yeah. So anyway, either Joe or Chris contacted me to like round out the end of the album. So I didn't come in till later playing keys on Baby Bye Bye, and then eventually Circus Hearts, who I think they wanted some kind of churchy
gospel,
church gospel kind of stuff. So you know, I grew up playing in church, like church organ and piano. So yeah, I wasn't there for the genesis of the whole thing, but I don't know. Maybe Chris can speak to more. If you were aiming for an album on the outset, I'm not sure.
Well, honestly, it was 2 songs originally. We were thinking about putting it out on a vinyl 45. We really didn't look past 2 songs. But what ended up happening is everybody we called, I mean, Chris says he wasn't there till the end, but honestly, he was like, when he heard this
that's true.
Coat, when he heard This Old Coat and Annie Come On, I mean, he was sending us texts like, yo, I'm really proud of you. This is really good. Like, so yeah, I mean, when we needed somebody to play like church piano on Circus Hearts, I mean, we called Chris up, and at rehearsal, we were like, hey, we got one other song, Baby Bye Bye, give it a shot. So he played on that too. I mean, the whole project was really organic, just the way it went on. The other thing is that you asked him is, yeah, when we're in the studio recording these tracks, we're playing live.
Oh, okay. Terrific.
That is us in a room playing. What you hear is a take. It's not, hey, let's get a drum track. Okay, now let's lay bass over it. Okay, now Sean, go lay like 3-4 guitar tracks down. What you hear on that record is us in a room playing.
Wow. I got to tell you, and not to toot the horn and not to kind of kiss your ass because you're here, which I will anyway, but I like it better that way. It sounds, I mean, granted, I'm not, like a lot of people think I'm this great music tech that's got all this knowledge. I'm just a giant fan. But to listen to the way your album comes out, it's, I'm going to say perfect. To think you guys are doing it like that and not mixing in tapes and just going is fantastic. And when Cassie said you guys sound is one of a kind, yes, agreed.
Yeah, I would say now, go ahead.
No, I think that because playing in the studio like that translates to the live show also.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
And I think now probably more I'm kind of part of the process now that I'm kind of integrated after those 2 tracks now. We're practicing writing together and I'm contributing a lot more than the first go round. So
Yeah, I mean we're still writing, Jeff. You know, I mean
Yeah.
we got songs lined up. Chris has notebooks and notebooks of lyrics that are just waiting for some songs. You know, so you know, I mean, to his point, you know, you hear those tracks, you know, that are, you know, there's a few overdubs here and there, but for the most part, you know, it's live, and the whole thing is really how can we get people to, you know, dance and buy beer. You know, it's really what it comes down to. You know, it's really a focus on just straight ahead fun rock and roll. You know,
Sean, I'm going to tell you, man, if that is the target, then you guys are the bullseye because that night at the Ruba Club, people dancing, partying, the beers flowing, meeting you guys and seeing kind of like the burlesque dancers you had on there was terrific fun. Mad Palais is also another great band. Shout out to them. Chris, I know you're a big fan.
Rest in peace.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's
they're
bad
done.
news there. That stinks to hear because they were another terrific band.
I love that band.
I know you do. I know you're a big fan, and I was excited for that because Cassie said, I don't know the other bands. I said, if Chris is working with them and the Circus Hearts are working with them, guaranteed they're pretty good. Mad Palais is definitely a unique sound as well.
They were great. Yeah, very unique. I love that band. So we are going to be kicking out 2 new songs on Sunday.
Sweet. All right, I am psyched for it. I'm definitely psyched for it.
Right. R. Is it National Pirate Day? R.
Sometimes you got to ban some people and they're terrible.
He does kind of look like a pirate, doesn't he?
A little bit. He doesn't kind of look like a pirate.
Black
He's like a mixture of like Jack Sparrow and Rob Zombie.
Yeah, he's like a chameleon tonight. We got a couple different characters in that photo.
So 2 new songs on Sunday. Song called Honey Don't. Chris is playing guitar on both new songs.
Oh, wow. All right.
And the other song is called Why Should the Devil Have All the Fun?
I like it. It sounds great. I'm excited for it. And
it's us. It's fun.
Oh, right, exactly. You guys are a fun band. Like when Sean said, you know, partying, dancing, drinking beer, that's what I get into for music. And you guys nail it. It is a lot of fun. Like I said, from the video, that video was shot live at the Ruba Club. That's people actually enjoying it and getting down and you guys enjoying it and having a great time. I do want to remind everybody out there, if you're watching it live or if you see it recorded before Sunday, it is this Sunday at the awesome Cannstatters, 9130 Academy Road in Philadelphia. It is the Circus Hearts with Whole Damn Affair, Chelly, Reneth Marie, and more. A lot of bands, food, vendors. It's going to be a great time. The Velvet Vibes and Vocals Festival, if you will. And I'm happy to see this come to Philly. Because a lot of people are like, I don't want to play in Philly anymore. Yeah, it's Northeast Philly. There's a lot of people. It's a great area. And I'm excited to have you guys bring this. Before you get on stage, any nerves, any rituals you do to kind of settle yourself in and get out there? Chris, I know you're shaking your head, dude. And I get it. You seem like the kind of guy that would be on stage 24 hours a day if you could.
If I could. I don't think anybody gets nerves, right?
No, I mean my
nervous energy, but not nerves.
My only ritual is make sure I go to the bathroom.
That's a good one, though. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. I mean, we were that show at the Ruba Club was such a long time coming that I don't know how much of it was nerves as much as it was just excitement and like, hey, we finally got to perform live. I mean, it was God, what was it, Chris? Like 3 years or so? Yes, leading up to that point. You know?
3 years.
So, I mean, it was a culmination of a lot of different things. And I think, to hear and feel how well it went off was, so gratifying, and it was like I said, it was more about the excitement about just like, we finally got to do it,
Yeah, and we didn't suck.
My guitar stayed in tune, although my guitar fell off the strap the one time, and I had to like catch it quick and hold it and then solo while
is that your excuse?
That's my excuse.
It certainly didn't suck, and I find myself, and this is when I know, because concerts like You go to some, they're 2-3 hours, whatever, fine, even an hour. And I always judge how much I love it by the end. Like, oh, it's over. And some bands are like, oh, it's over. Okay, let's get going. That was great.
Yeah.
When your show ended, I'm like, oh, it's over. Now what? Because I was sad to have it end, man. It was just that alive.
Another beer.
Right? But that's the kind of good time people need. Everybody talks about things in life now. And like I said, you talked about personal things that happen. People need to find the good times. And like, again, I run the scroll. Bring your friends. If you're around Sunday, bring an extra person. Let one other person find these new bands and get out there and listen to them perform. You're going to get a couple great musicians, Sean Flint, Sean, and Chris Peace, 2 great musicians. And the other guy, he's okay. He'll be there.
We keep him around. Yeah.
Yeah, why not? And that guy, that drums, Rob Zombie on drums, everybody. Come see Rob Zombie's twin brother this Sunday.
Yeah, so Jeff, we totally appreciate it. We really appreciate you spreading the word. My philosophy is there was 180 people at the Aruba Club. Awesome. And if everybody left there and told 1 or 2 of them of their friends, like, hey, you should come see these guys, that's how you grow it.
Yeah.
1 or 2 people at a time.
Yeah.
Agreed. Totally agree.
Yeah.
And like I said, there wasn't a bad stitch. No offense, no stitch there. That was no stitch that was bad. There was nothing really to not love. You mentioned new music. The next move, a new album. What do you think? Start with Chris. What's coming up next after this great event? And what do you guys got coming up?
Me, Chris? All right.
You, Chris.
Well, I think we're going to do it exactly like we did the first one. I think we're going to release a single and then release another single and then hunker down in the studio and go in and release another 6 or 7 song record. I mean, it worked the first time. I don't see why changing the, I mean, we have to release a song. People need to hear something new. So tease a song or 2 and then release like 6 to 7.
That's the old school way. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
And that was the way it always was. And when Cassie said, like, it's hard to describe your exact sound because it's so unique and so different, I say it's rock and roll, but a little bit of a classic throwback because you guys do things the way they used to do. Put out a song, let people get in love with it. And, this song's going to be on the new album, so-and-so, and then boom, here comes the album. Which I think it's great. I love it that way. And I love getting a chance to discover hidden gems. That's perfect. It's a great way to do it.
And releasing it on vinyl for us is like, that's like a holy grail moment for me. Like I'm on a vinyl record. I can play on my record player. Fucking awesome.
I love it.
Can I say fuck on this show?
Of course you can. Okay. Why the fuck not? But how about you guys, Sean and Chris Peace, to have it on vinyl? How cool is that?
You want to go, Chris?
Not yet.
Sure. Oh yeah, it's amazing. I mean, like I said, like Chris was saying, like I was started out as a fan, like from Annie Come On and this whole coat. So to even be like considered to be a part of the project was really, really cool. And then after, we finalized and I got the actual album, it was, I mean, it's always a trip to hear what you've been working on and like, reproducing on a vinyl. Cause I mean, that's throwback. It's not like a CD or anything.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
I put it on Christmas time for my family and it's like, it's the coolest thing ever, man.
Did you tell him who it was first, or you just put it on?
Well, my wife knows, so.
Okay, I'm sure. All right. Because they're a nice little surprise. Like, what the hell is this? You're like, oh, great.
No, it's good. But yeah, it's always amazing, man.
For me, it was a really cool process because this is the first time that I ever had anything that was pressed on vinyl. And so I generally knew what the process was for it, but it takes a while. And so that part was like the anticipation of it. And then you get like the, what were they, Hernanko? What were the demo ones that you had to like proof basically. Like the acetates, like, you get like the samples of like, hey, this is what we're gonna press, and everything, and like, yeah, they're good,
When we got the test pressings.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, and then to get the full, I mean, that's a statement, like a full size, like the full the full vinyl and with the cover art and everything like that. Like, it's that's something to be said. Back in the day, like we were doing stuff like on CD-ROM drives. We were cutting our own ones, and we were having to push the labels.
Oh my God! Yeah.
ADAT?
What's that?
Remember the ADAT?
Oh yeah, God.
Oh my God.
Jeez, man. Getting the stuff off of that was a whole thing in and of itself. Yeah, there you go.
How much do you think the Circus Hearts a Stitch or Two test pressing is worth?
I don't know, but I think my wife is
original.
I think my wife is really trying to buy it as we speak. She's waiting for it to land somewhere because she would love to have it. And why not? Like I said, we're gigantic fans, and I know Chris, when you said the show was coming on, he said, "Hey, let's have the big festival." We love you too as well. We're big fans of each and every one of you. Like I said, when this festival was coming up, he said, "How about a Yo-Show spot?" And I just made sure the person that was thinking about this date, I said, that date is sealed. It's your guys, because I want everybody to get it and get it fresh right before the show comes out. It is this Sunday, by the way. The Circus Hearts with Whole Damn Affair, Chelly, Reneth Marie, and a lot more at the Velvet Vibes and Vocals Music Fest at Cannstatters. It's 9130 Academy Road, Philadelphia, PA 19114 from 2 to 8. If you're watching it live now, tell a friend and get down here. If you're watching it recorded and it's before Sunday, get down there, because every artist, I've been listening to the other artists, great stuff. Very excited for this, man. And you guys, when I say one of my favorites, again, I could sit here and kiss your ass, but I'm telling legit truth. Love you guys to death.
Can I add one thing, Jeff, before we
Absolutely, of course.
All right. So tickets are $12 in advance, 15 at the door. Kids under 10 are free. Anybody under 10, bring them out, kids. Chelly is actually Michelle Roan, and Reneth Marie are the two girls that sing with us.
Right, okay, so that's why, and they're terrific. So
yes, and then you have our studio mates in the Whole Damn Affair. So
awesome.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a bar and sound thing. I just want to let everybody know that this is really like a family affair on Sunday.
Yeah.
And we put and Michelle's husband put this together. So this is a, I don't want to say amateur, but it's an independent festival that we just put together.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just us. It's not some corporate Budweiser type thing. So
I absolutely know. I love that. I love when the bands step up and do their independent thing and bring other bands in, and everybody makes a festival out of it and just has a great time. I'm so looking forward to it. Like I said, I'm a football junkie, and I'm passing it up. Did you, I got to ask anybody who may have the answer, did you guys absolutely look at the Eagles schedule and find the Sunday they were not playing for this festival?
Yes. No. When Andre sent me the date like 3 months ago, I said, "Are you freaking crazy? Like, it's Eagles season." And then I looked at the schedule and I went, "Oh, they're playing Monday. Okay, yeah, that's a great date. Great date."
All right, so quick roundtable before the show. Monday night, Eagles, Falcons. Who you guys got?
Oh, Eagles.
I mean, say anybody but Eagles.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta go.
I just wanted to test you all, make sure we're on the same page.
All right, so I got a question for you.
Okay.
If the Eagles were playing Sunday at 3:00, would you be at Cannstatters at 2?
Yes.
You would?
Yeah, absolutely. For you guys, I would. And no disrespect to some of the bands out there. There's some bands I would go to see. I would absolutely go see you guys. I am just that big a fan, and to get to not meet you, I've met you, most of you, to get to hang out, see you perform, and chat with you after the show. That's my thing. I love getting close to the band and talking about the performance that just went down. And I love to get in on it and the independent bands. It's my thing. I love the Eagles. Yeah. I love football. But you know what? They're going to be playing. They play every Sunday for the next 15 or 16 weeks. That's you guys, and I know you've said it, you play limited. You don't want to just keep throwing yourself out there and say, let's play here, let's play here, let's play here. Your choices are selected. I respect that. So The only thing I might miss is my second wedding after Cassie leaves my ass.
so Jeff, the next gig, I'm going to look at the schedule. The next gig we make, I'm going to make sure it's on Championship Saturday.
Wow.
Really test your loyalty.
So in the playoffs, I got to root against them so they don't make it to the champions.
We'll put a big screen behind us, and we'll have the game on.
There you go. See, Sean.
There you go. Yeah.
Sean knows how to compromise.
I'm such a music fan. I went to a show by a local band doing their record release party when the Eagles were kicking the shit out of the Giants in the playoffs. And I missed that game because I was out seeing a band. Go see your bands.
Definitely go see your bands. So Cassie wanted me to post her comment. And just so you know, Chris, I do not think you guys are a bar band at all. No. I always think of you guys when we go to a show that a nice venue. So every time we see a nicer venue, a bigger stage, we definitely try and mention your name because that's the kind of stuff you guys like to play. We're still going to find a way to get you at the Fuse. I don't know how exactly we're going to do it, but we're going to get you at the Fuse. So I'd love to have you guys join us for a key concert series and everything you do. Yeah, I'm going to post it one more time for everybody out there. Do not forget, this Sunday you can catch the Circus Hearts. These guys right here and Rob Zombie on drums. There she is.
Oh,
Her FaceTime connection is a lot better than the internet connection she had earlier. Again, Whole Damn Affair, Chelly, Reneth Marie, and more. The Velvet Vibes and Vocals Fest, Music Fest, Cannstatters. Great place. Everybody knows it in Philly. Right at the corner of Academy Road there, 9130 Academy Road, Philadelphia, from 2 to 8. Food, vendors, and of course, music. Put your football away for a weekend. Come on out and see these awesome guys. Chris Hernenko, Chris Peace, Sean Flynn, the Circus Hearts. I can't thank you guys enough. I always have a blast with you. Like I said, Chris, I do miss Jewel. Hopefully she comes back to us soon. If not, we still roll on here and we still celebrate awesome bands like yourselves. I thank you guys so very much. This Sunday, I'll see you. We'll have some beer together. I don't know if all you drink. I know Chris does a couple times.
A couple times a day.
Sometimes a day. And if you guys aren't beer drinkers, whatever, let's have soda, water, etc. Let's sit down. Let's just chit chat and enjoy a great day. For my wife Cassie, who and I agree. Every once in a while I can admit when I'm wrong and when I'm right and when she's right. She's the founder of the Circus Hearts, and I bless her for it every day. So I thank. She's just going on, and love you, babe. She's a talker. She'll talk to anybody. And on that night, I'm like, who's that dude you're talking to? She'll go, wait till I tell you. And bingo, here we are. So I'm going to let you guys go. Like I said, I'll see you Sunday. Can't wait. Looking forward to it. Have a great night, guys.
Thanks, Jeff. Thanks, Cassie. Great talking
Absolutely.
with
you. Jeff, thank you.
See you Sunday.
Hey, see everybody Sunday. Buy a ticket. Let's go.
Buy a ticket. Let's go. Let's get it. Chris Peace going to come to your house and beat your ass if you don't show up.
His last name is Peace. He is not beating anybody's ass.
True. I'll still hide behind him, though. He's a big dude. All right, everybody. Have a great night, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. All right. We'll let the guys go here. Sorry we got to miss JoJo, but, like Chris said, the importance of human life comes first. And I always say, live happens on this show. It's happened to me. I had my heart episode. I missed a couple weeks. It's happened to Jewel. Heck, it kind of happened to Cassie a little bit with her internet. It just happens. Things happen, and it's not always perfect. But I'll tell you what. I will keep doing it this way probably forever. Unless somebody's going to come and pay the bills for this and pay me big money, maybe I'll do it their way. But if not, this is the way we're going to do it. We do it live. You get the gut reaction from everybody, from the host to the co-host to the guest. Everything's a gut reaction. It's the truth. What comes off their head is not rehearsed. There's a paper outline, I know, just so to follow the show, but there's no rehearsal. We don't practice. Me and my wife didn't even practice. I sent her this about 6 o'clock and said, this is the kind of stuff we chat about. And she jumped right in. Like I said, if her internet connection was better, we probably might have gone till midnight. Because, and I'm off tomorrow. She probably would have went till midnight. But again, Circus Hearts, everybody there, a terrific band. And if you're out there and you know people in local, get out. get a ticket this Sunday. Cannstatters, of course, the Circus Hearts, and Whole Damn Affair, who is a cool band. Chelly, Reneth Marie, the Velvet Vibes and Vocal Music Fest. And it's more than just music. And there's vendors, there's going to be selling stuff, there's food, there's a great atmosphere. It's a outdoor venue, and I'm so excited for it. I can't stand it. And what I want to do to get you all hyped for us, play another song. Let's do it. Let's play another song from the Circus Hearts. This is the one that I first heard, the one that helped me fall in love with this awesome band from the album A Stitch or Two. This is This Old Coat, and it's coming up here live on the Yo Show, about 3 minutes and 50 seconds. We're going to play it Tuesday night. Top 50 show in the world. Probably makes us the #1 show in Pennsylvania, doesn't it? Sure does. The Yo Show. Enjoy the Circus Hearts, This Old Coat. We'll be right back. All right, another awesome song, the Circus Hearts, This Old Coat, once again, this Sunday. Circus Hearts with Whole Damn Affair, Chelly, Reneth Marie, and more The Velvet Vibes and Vocal Music Fest at Cannstatters, 9130 Academy Road, Philadelphia, PA, 19114. Get your tickets. They're available. $15. That's nothing. 2 to 8. Promise to be a terrific show. And as you know, I have guest co-hosts come on the show and help me do it from time to time. And now a little more that Jewel has taken a break. And one of the amazing people who was terrific and one of my absolute favorite people on earth is in the chat room. It is Miss JoJo. JoJo, it's great to see you, honey. As you know, I miss you. I'm a big fan of yours. I know we talk a lot about Funko Pops and gaming and all that great stuff. I'm doing great. Thank you. As you know, the show's still rolling along. And there's always a guest co-host spot for you. If you want it sometime on a Wednesday night or heck, even a Tuesday night, hit me up and we'll bring you in because we'd love having you. And we appreciate, I appreciate you coming on and watching. It's been a while. I'm happy to see you. We get happy to see everybody that comes out on Tuesdays and Wednesdays and helps us with the program. Of course, a big shout out to the Circus Hearts tonight. Great band, smart band, deep. They poke a little fun at each other, but they got a lot of great things to say. And they're bringing back, like I said, a little bit of that old style of how music used to be. You would hear a band would have a song, and it would come out on the radio. And, right, this is good. And then you wait, an album's coming out. And bingo, there it is, an album. So I like the way they do it. Put out a song or two, and then bingo right into it. Cheyenne Ettinger, hello. We're going to talk about you in a minute. Absolutely, I miss you too. Hit me up, dude, on anything. Facebook, Instagram, Twitch. Hit me up. Let's bring you back. Let's have you come on and do a program with us again. And maybe we'll do some Funko Pop stuff again like we did the last time. Or anything. We're up for anything. You know how we do it here. It's all very freelance. Sometimes it's improv. It's by the seat of your pants, etc. Right here. Tuesdays and Wednesday nights on the Yo Show. We're going to talk about tomorrow nights. We do have a program tomorrow night. It's a really goodie. It's a super goodie. We talk about our local bands, local artists, and we've got a great duo coming on the other night. Tomorrow night, man, I'm like so excited. I'm like stuttering. Tomorrow night, a great one. Yo Show Wednesday night. The Mac Brothers are making their return. These guys got a couple of new songs out. Super cool dudes. They also do podcasts. They know the ropes. And they're a great local music band. And as I said, Cheyenne Ettinger, of course, is our guest co-host. She's been with us a couple times. She's fantastic. We love having her on. Her sister Alicia has helped out along the way as well. Some fellas that you may know from Milo Sky, of course. Cheyenne's kind of close to them. They pop on. But Cheyenne's terrific. Cheyenne, you've been doing a great job, and I thank you very much for that. And tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, of course, we are back. The Mac Brothers and Cheyenne Ettinger in the hot seat. I've kind of forgot the G. It's a GER now. I've got it, Cheyenne. I think I've gotten it forever. And coming soon, a return appearance, hopefully by our dear friend, JoJo, who, and she misses me too. You're terrific. Thank you so much for that. I can't wait as well. I have a great time with you. I'm off tomorrow, and I'm off Thursday. So you know what that means. And you better get ready to bring it, Cheyenne, because somebody's going to be doing them up. I got about half the case left of these Yingling Oktoberfest. Not afraid to use them. Terrific. Let's do a couple topics. We do topics here, as you know. We talk about some fun stuff that has happened over the last couple of days, some sad stuff, etc. We talk about James Earl Jones. The Super Bowl has already picked its halftime show. Seems quick this year, didn't it? But Kendrick Lamar will be the halftime show this year of the Super Bowl. Seems like the Super Bowl the last couple of years has gone more of like a rap theme, and that's okay. People enjoy that. As much as I love rock and metal, etc., it's something about their Super Bowl thing. I don't know. Something about like a rock band, kind of semi-plugged in, semi-lip sync. It doesn't really work for me. I've enjoyed the last couple. I always enjoy the Super Bowl halftime show. People are like, oh, I don't watch it. Oh, I don't care for it. I love it. I love everything football, except when the Circus Hearts play. And Chris threw the gauntlet down. I want to see him try playing if the Eagles are in the Super Bowl. I want to see the Circus Hearts try playing that. Chris P said, bring back Cassie. I agree, but I told her to try from her phone if the computer fails. Excuse me. Oh my God, burpee. It's Oktoberfest, knock you senseless. It's got to stop at the beer mart. Cheyenne knows how we do it here. She's used to it by now. She's part of the family. And Chris, I'm just gonna maybe Cassie will come back home and we'll stick her in the seat and I'll just disappear. Tell you come for the pretty women and the fun women and the cool women. No, nobody comes for this face. I might say witty things, but nobody comes to see me. Just notice that's why, we got Cheyenne that comes on and guest co-host. She's lovely. JoJo's lovely, of course. There she is. And my wife is super beautiful, and she went out and got the dress on the night and everything to make sure she was ready. She was so excited. We practiced countless amount of times to try to get it. But you need kind of like a mixture to kind of block out some background noise. We're just getting a lot of background noise kicking off. No matter where she was on the second floor. I was down here. Still like noises were kicking around in the house. But we'll master it, and she'll be back. I'll let Chris Peace know. Maybe Chris Peace can be the guest. Cheers. Yeah, Kendrick Lamar, this year's Super Bowl halftime show. And I am so excited that football is back. I stay up. I get up in the morning. Kind of a ritual. Get up in the morning. Go to Manhattan Bagel. Because I love a nice little sandwich. I'll get a sandwich. I'll eat it while watching the pregame show. Drink my coffee. And then game time comes on. Computer is on. Watching fantasy football stats. Betting on games. Actually did good this week. And just spending the day. And then going to bed at like midnight after the late game. And so it's a full day. Cheers, my good friend. Indeed. Chris, thank you. And thank you for coming on. You are a super talented musician. I'm looking back and thinking back to that video and the performance. You were stage left. You were not back. You were closer to the front where all the good keyboards belong. And Cassie said that Chris is just a bassist. No. It's just the drummer. We're going to teach her into that. And that's JoJo. He's just the drummer. But you guys are great. We're excited for it. How about one more song? Ready for one more song? Sure. Let's do it. Well, we have some people in the room here with us and some great people in the room. Let's play one more song from the Circus Hearts. This is Annie, Come On. It is a great one. And I'm excited for it. We're going to play it right now. Promise you 3 from the Circus Hearts, and we got it. Got about a half hour of program left, so stick around. Tell your friends. Come watch. Tell them all the great people who are chatting with us and have been here with us and all the great music we play. We do it every Tuesday and Wednesday night. Voted the top 50 show by the New York and Los Angeles Weekly Times. The O Show. This is Danny Come On by the Circus Hearts. We'll be back in a few minutes. Enjoy. I listen all night long to Circus Hearts. Annie, come on. We play Big 3 tonight. Baby, bye-bye. This old coat. And Annie, come on. The Circus Hearts performing live this Sunday at Cannstatters. It is the Velvet Vibes and Vocal Music Fest. Food, vendors, a great time, great cause this Sunday. Please come check it out. We beg of you because we love you. We got one emoji. We love our emojis. A little thumbs up from our man Todd Fry, a great drummer in his own right. Thank you, Todd, for that. And thank you to people that make the music scene drive. Of course, Elena, I've always been saying it wrong, Elena Brokus, and her Future Star shows and some of the great shows she books. The team, Ray and the gang over at the Landis and Casey Rays, of course, John Simons and the team at SRR Promotions with the Key Concert Series. And don't forget, we got another one coming up for you in September. It's just a few short weeks away. Another great Key Concert Series. John's band, Romans Road, will be performing as well with 3 other bands. That's going to be another great one. We've been doing them every month. We love it. We have a great time. The bands come out and just have a blast. So thank you to everybody helping to keep this music scene pushing. It means a lot to us. It means a lot to them. I see a thumb up from Wendy Kovitz, of course, Adam Kovitz, their son, of course, Sour Station, a terrific local band. They just helped us rock out at the Fuge. They're making great strides. They're going to be in a program in a couple weeks, speaking of which, and let's get to who's coming up on the show. Excuse me, in a couple weeks. Belching. Again, sorry. Part of the drinking aspect. That's why you go live. Yeah, coming up. Of course, the Circus Hearts were tonight. We thank them. They were awesome. September 17th, this next week, as a matter of fact, Sour Station returns. We're going to meet their new singer, Natalie, who has not been on the program yet. And the rest of the boys will be back. We're going to talk about their new songs. We're going to talk about some big things going on with them. We're going to talk about Key Concert Series and the local music scene. Next Tuesday night, the 17th, Sour Station back on the program. September 24th, talk about another great local band coming on the program. My man Joey and the dudes from Stealing Society. They got brand new music coming out. That's exciting. So love these dudes. September 24th. A little further up Pennsylvania, more towards the central Pennsylvania way. October 1st, the super cool rockers from Lyndhurst will be on the program. I am stoked for that. Love those dudes. And October 8th, one of my favorite new bands. Great young lady plays bass, Devlin, and the gang from the Goodbyes, fresh off their big win at the Twisted Tea Battle of the Bands, October 8th. They'll be back. We're lining up more because a lot of our favorite acts have new music coming out. Brent Athens got some new stuff coming out. We're big fans of them. Circus Hearts got new stuff to work on. All these new local bands with new music. We're here for it. Thank you, dude. Awesome info. That's what we try to bring. We definitely try to bring it every weekend. And man, if you're in the area Sunday, I know you're a football guy like I am. Try to come on down to Cannstatters. Drop in a ticket. Check out the awesome Circus Hearts. My good man, Michael Kennedy in the house. I'd love that you come check us out, dude. Helps me get through. I love when people come out and watch. And we get hundreds, sometimes thousands, depending on the episode, to come out and watch us. And we have a bunch of different platforms I put the show on because the more ears, the better. And a lot of these people deserve to really embrace what's going on. Live music, local music, original music is making a comeback. Like I said, Barstool Sports started getting into it. And like we talked about today, more bars, more venues, more breweries, more places are starting to get the original bands and live local music and all that great stuff. So we're definitely excited about that. And like I said, Tuesdays we're going to roll along. We miss Jewel. We love Jewel. Not really certain about her return, if or when. So for now, we roll on. And we do Wednesdays as well. And don't forget, tomorrow night, the Mac Brothers with Cheyenne Ettinger as our guest co-host. And coming up the week after that, oh yeah, another super band I found, Astro Fells, will be on the program 2 weeks from tomorrow. And our guest co-host, Angela Marie. Angela is back, and she's excited to be back. We're excited to have her guest co-hosting, regular co-hosting, me, etc. All the great stuff we do here Tuesday nights on The O Show. More topics? Sure, let's talk topics. Why not? How about Tom Brady? So Tom Brady finally gets into the booth for Fox NFL Sunday, and I don't know, a little drab, not really exciting. Got to sign for a lot of money. Dude got a lot of money. But it wasn't great. It wasn't blown away. I like Tony Romo in the booth. I know. Guy calls a good game. Brady was okay. That's going to be his thing. I don't know. I think they eventually put him in the studio instead of in the booth for the games. That's just me. I think we've had enough Tom Brady. My apologies to Ryan Beckett. I think we had enough Tom Brady for a while. That's okay. Let everybody do their job and everybody gets to work. The two huge stories I got, don't even want to really talk about them. I'm not going to talk much about them. We already know. We know Linkin Park. It's got a new singer, Emily Armstrong. People talk about her personal life and her personal choices. That doesn't matter to us. We don't delve into much of that. But my cue is new singers taking over bands. Bands with names. Stone Temple Pilots. They got a new singer. I like the new guy. It's not Scott, but I like him. They haven't shut off to be huge, again, like they once were, but I like him. Of course, Van Halen did the Sammy and the Eddie and the... Oh, I'm sorry, Eddie. The Dave, the Sammy, and then the Dave again, and then whatever it is. And then Eddie passed. But that's, something that works. AC/DC probably comes to mind, from Bon Scott to Brian Johnson. Then from Brian Johnson to Axl Rose. I love Axl, I love Guns N' Roses, but not AC/DC. But some bands can pull it off. I don't know if Linkin Park is the kind of band that should have continued the way that Chester went, and the legacy of Chester is something that in my opinion, should be kept kind of sacred. Like people say about Sublime, and when Rome sang with Sublime, they're like, that's not Sublime. And now the son of, I always forget his name, the former lead singer, the son is now the singer of Sublime. Alice in Chains, of course, massive Lane Staley fan. And they do a good job still. I don't want to knock them. Alice in Chains still does a good job. I've seen them live. They don't try so much to be the Lane days. They do try to be like, this is us now. I like that better than trying to be what you were. But if you think about some bands out there, like Slipknot. Would Slipknot be Slipknot without Corey Taylor? Would they? I don't know. I don't think so. We missed this. Bench is clear in Philly after Bryce Harper confronts Ray's pitcher following plunking a teammate. And it says I can't play the video. But I do like that fire. That's what you need, Phillies. Braves are winning big tonight. Mets are losing. Braves look like they'll go back into second place. But keep that fire, Phillies, because it's a tough road ahead, man. We're inching closer to October. Speaking of October, it's a Halloween show. Good Lord, tonight with the bells. We're trying to line up some Halloween guests. That's always fun. We always have fun here with that. The other big story everybody's talking about is Dave Grohl. And, Dave Grohl, his girlfriend's pregnant. He came out and said how much he loves his family and how vital they are to him and his wife and etc. And his girlfriend's having a baby. And look, I don't get into sports for that kind of stuff. I don't get into music for that kind of stuff. I don't do this for that kind of stuff. That's the story people want to talk about. We're going to talk about it, knock yourselves out. But whatever. And so we were, I thought Dave Grohl was like holier now and this immaculate person. Well, he's not. Made mistakes like everybody else. Deal with it. A weird one here. Ryan Seacrest debuted on Wheel of Fortune. He's the new host. He thanked Pat Sajak a lot. Said he's not really trying to steal the legacy of Pat Sajak, but he's enjoying his new job here, and that's great. Congratulations to him. I kind of thought Seacrest was fading out, but he's here. He's doing his thing. I can always taste Red October. I agree, Brent. I agree. Getting hungry for it. But Seacrest back with Wheel of Fortune and Vanna still hanging on, so that's a interesting duo there. Why not? The rock band Poison, Bret Michaels and company, fresh off all their reality shows, they have announced that they are going to do a tour for the 40th anniversary of the band. And the original lineup will be there. Bret and CC and the gang going out on tour, 40th anniversary. Guilty pleasure me would see it if tickets were affordable. Who knows? I'm not opposed as long as they can perform. Motley Crue still does it, and Vince Neil's, yeah. Although rock is dead, as Gene Simmons would say. Rock will never die, Gene Simmons. As long as I have something to say about it. Drinking my beer, loving it, having a good time. Let's see. What else we have? No more topics? Is that all the topics? Yeah, I blew through topics. Played all my music already. So what are we going to do? We got like 19 minutes left of Jeff sitting here trying to think of things to say. Yeah, let's talk fantasy football real quick. My man Mike Gonzalez just shot me a text, and he beat me this past weekend. But I have 5 teams, and 4 of them won. One of them lost. Of course, it had to be him. But I love it. I'm enjoying fantasy football, man, and maybe we'll do a little segment here in the upcoming weeks about players and guys to add and etc. Why not? It's a lot of fun. I had fun watching. Like I said, I sit down here and I mean it religiously, man. I'm down here in my basement in the man cave watching the games, following the stats, eating a little grub, having a beer or two. It's the ultimate sport to sit on your fanny and watch. Oh, let's do Meet My Desk. I want to do Meet My Desk. This is a segment that I started a few weeks back. Started doing it before Drew was gone. So basically, I keep a lot of stuff on my desk while I do the show. So one night we went to the open mic night up in Ambler, Jules' old place. We went over for some drinks, and I look at Jules' setup, and it's exactly like mine. It's a desk with a bunch of stuff on it, and I'm like, man, this is fun. You do it just like me. And she's like, yeah, I keep some little trinkets around. So we started a little segment called Meet My Desk. We see what some of these unusual things are, and we've met by Shark, and we've met Pink Deadpool, who's God knows where. And I think we met the Magic Book. But this always hangs on my desk too. I love this. This is this was actually started out as Cassie's. This is a scarf from the Flyers Winter Classic game, of course, that they played outdoors, 2010, Boston. It's pretty cool. Love this thing. It was Cassie's. I kind of possessed it and put it on my desk as one of my memorable pieces that I had during the show. It's not really cold enough for this thing. We're going to put it around my neck anyway. Because Lord knows it's been kind of warm the last couple of days again. What do we got here? Chris Peace messaged me and said, my energy is amazing. Your energy is so wonderful. I'm glad I got to meet you, if only for a brief moment at the show. That's great. That's the kind of stuff we love. That's why we do what we do here. And I messaged her and I messaged Cassie, who kind of lost connection, had to go off. And I said, you see why I do this. You see why I get so excited for it. And she said, yes, I did. And she said in the beginning, even if I just get to say hi to the guys and get enough connection, just say hello and tell them I love them, tell them how great they are, that means everything. And that's what means everything to me. And that's what I look for. Like, I don't just, like people say, you go for these guest co-hosts. And what do you look for? What I look for is people that just want to come on and smile and have a good time like me and enjoy who's out there, enjoy doing this, enjoy being seen. Like I said, my wife tonight, terrific. Jules always been terrific on the guest co-host, from Cheyenne to Alicia to JoJo to Melissa, who's done it, to Angela. Definitely, Angela loves it. She's actually mad at me because I miscued the schedule to got Lydia Manson and Tammy Palumbo and a lot of great people who come on a guest co-host. Sam Madrak, I don't want to forget her either. Trying to forget anybody who's guest co-host. Sherry Nelson, Tina Celine, people who've come on and helped me do the show that really love it. A lot of them say we like it because watching you do it, we want to do it like you do it, and I appreciate that a great deal too. And it's fun. It's laid back. It's fun. We don't try to get controversial. We don't try to bring people down. There was some idiot in the comment section tonight posting something dumb. I had to block him out. It's just, there's no need for stuff like that. You come here to have a good time. Come here to get entertained. And like I said, when COVID came, we were pretty much the only source of new entertainment, of live entertainment, something new you can watch. And we got tons of people that are watching us and tons of messages from people who I barely knew who watched on social media networks and saying, thank you. Thank you for just being out there and doing stuff. And we love that. We love that. We love this, etc. Oh, Emily Cipriano, of course. Love you too. Another great guest co-host we've had. We've had a lot. And I like it. I like bringing them in. I like having guest co-hosts do the work with me and have a great time. A lot of them are like, I don't know what we're going to talk about. I'm like, don't worry. Stick with me. I got you. All comes in this piece of I've gone paper. I'm angry at Jewel for it, but I've gone paper. Gotta make sure when I cry. I might cry tonight. No, I'm not going to cry tonight. Absolutely not. Coming up near the end, I'm going to remind everybody next Tuesday we are live again at 8 o'clock with Sour Station. Terrific young local band that will be on the program. Tomorrow night we're back with the Mac Brothers. Another go around to Mac Brothers. We love those guys. Cheyenne Edinger will be in the house in the hot seat. Thank you, brother. Thank you very much. I'm working on getting like that Ace kind of equipment, like roadcasters and stuff where I can adjust mics and kind of eliminate background noise. Maybe bring it to all the local eateries and drinkeries like the Huonville Inn. Love to grab a seat at the Huonville and bring the Yo Show. And love to bring it to a lot of places. Murphy's, of course, shout out to them guys for helping us out tonight. Putting Cassie up in the room. She was great. She loved it. She thanked us for it. And yeah, man, we would like to promote things in the area also. Promote. Support local in every way, shape, or form. Artists, eateries, bars, of all sorts. Support your local stuff. Because that's how we all strive and survive together. And support me, damn it. The Yo Show comes live, of course, and is also recorded. So you can watch this episode if you missed it live. Or if you watched it live, I'm going to see it again because it's just that great. You can catch it on YouTube at The O Show. You can catch it on Twitch, also at The O Show. Facebook. And I said I slacked a little bit, but we put the episodes on the website, www.theoshow215.com. There's also a great pictorial of all the guests that have been on in the past. Spreaker, Apple Podcast, etc. So it's out there. It's out there to enjoy it anytime. Get to hear me. Poor bastards. You poor man. We forgot to meet my desk at the right time. So chatty. Oh, no, we did. We did the scarf. All right, thanks. To myself. My own no more intern, no more producer, no more nothing. Just me. Kind of my own producer on the fly. It's a disaster. I will tell you, though, go out. It's that time of the year, Oktoberfest. And Yingling, in my opinion, makes the best Oktoberfest around. Drink it. Enjoy it. Love it. Let's not forget while we're doing sponsor stuff. It's been a while since I talked about this guy. But here's our sponsor. Did I take the banner away? I think I did. Oh my God. Anyway, it is the Moist Collective. Beard products. For the man. With a wonderful beard. Fathers, boyfriends, husbands, you name it. Us men love our beards. And the Moist Collective brings you an amazing line of beard butter, beard oil, beard wash, combs, and merchandise. www.themoistcollective.com. Go there. Buy that special man in your life something special for his beard. There it is. Don't forget, Yo Show 20 gets you 20% off. I think that's still valid. Better be. Are you moist? Find out. www.areyoumumoist.com. The Moist Collective Beard Care Products. Use the code YOSHOW20. Get 20% off right now. Why not? His beard. I had a customer at work today that told me that was one. She called it, quote, client now. One delicious looking beard. I don't know. I like it. Started with COVID and been here ever since. And you don't have to be a beard guy. I'm a beard guy. That's okay. It's my thing. Oh, Jesus. You know, I don't even know why I touch social media sometimes. I really do. It's just like, we're getting all our great commentary about tonight. Debates. Again, stuff like that. Blah. We don't do it here. That's not what this show is all about. Whoa now. Whoa now what? What did I miss? Something about this great beard? What happened? Brent wants to come on the show. We're going to have Brent guest co-host one time. Although he's heading to TwitchCon again. I'm so jealous of that. But I'm heading to Vegas in November. So be jealous of that, everybody. I'm going to try doing a show maybe from Vegas. Why not? That'd be pretty cool. Hit the streets with a microphone in hand and go to Vegas. It'd be great. I'm going to spare everybody now. I know I was invited. I know I blew it. I absolutely dropped the ball to that this year. I lose track, man. I know everybody says this show seems simple to run and crude material, but trust me, it takes a lot of brain power. And my brain sometimes gets clogged up trying to remember everything. That's okay. Let's get out of here for tonight. A massive thanks to the Circus Hearts. Chris. Awesome, man. We really appreciate it. We thank you for coming out. 3 years now in a row going by myself. I know. Don't forget to catch those very same Circus Hearts one more time this Sunday. Whole damn affair. Shelly, Reneth Marie, the Circus Hearts at the Velvet Vibes and Vocals Music Fest at Cannstatters, 9130 Academy Road, Philadelphia, PA, from 2 to 8. Tickets are available at the door for just $15. And it's not just music, though. There's food, and there's vendors, and there's music. There's a great time. There's some beverages. Come on out. Let's have a good time. I'll be probably wearing my Yo Show shirt, or maybe a Circus Heart shirt. I haven't decided yet, but I will be there. And you can buy a copy of A Stitch or Two by the Circus Hearts on vinyl. It'll be there, along with other great vendors selling a lot of great stuff this Sunday. Let it roll down the bottom. Again, we are going to get out of here with the sounds of St. Ricketts and go twist it tonight. We're going to leave with Kingdom Falls because it's another new great one. Now I'm like, my voice is shot. Getting out of here just in time. Kingdom Fall by St. Ricketts. They have been our band since the beginning, and we stick with them. We play their music. The brand new album is out now. The self-titled St. Ricketts. Kingdom Fall will take us out. Thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for watching. Thank you to Circus Hearts. Tomorrow night, the Mack Brothers. Cheyenne Edinger is our guest co-host. 8 o'clock live. We'll see you then. Have a great night. Mwah! Massive kiss. I love you all. And thank you to my wife, Cassie, for coming on and guest co-hosting. We enjoyed it. Have a great night, everybody, here from the Yo Show. Bye.